Hello and welcome to day 219 in the Not Alone Today chronological Bible reading plan. Today we are in Lamentations chapter 3. We continue from verse 37 to the end in chapter 5 verse 22. And we are still in the New King James Version for this week.
Who is he who speaks, and it comes to pass, when the Lord has not commanded it? Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that woe and well-being proceed? Why should a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins?
Let us search out and examine our ways and turn back to the Lord. Let us lift our hearts and hands to God in heaven. We have transgressed and rebelled. You have not pardoned.
You have covered yourself in anger and pursued us. You have slain and not pitied. You have covered yourself with a cloud that prayer should not pass through. You have made us an offscouring and refuse in the midst of the peoples.
All our enemies have opened their mouths against us. Fear and a snare have come upon us. Desolation and destruction. My eyes overflow with rivers of water for the destruction of the daughter of my people.
My eyes flow and do not cease without interruption, till the Lord from heaven looks down and sees. My eyes bring suffering to my soul because of all the daughters of my city.
My enemies without cause hunted me down like a bird. They silenced my life in the pit and threw stones at me. The waters flowed over my head. I said, I am cut off.
I called on your name, O Lord, from the lowest pit. You have heard my voice. Do not hide your ear from my sighing, from my cry for help. You drew near on the day I called on you and said, do not fear.
O Lord, you have pleaded the case for my soul. You have redeemed my life. O Lord, you have seen how I am wronged. Judge my case. You have seen all their vengeance, all their schemes against me.
You have heard their reproach, O Lord, all their schemes against me, the lips of my enemies and their whispering against me all the day. Look at their sitting down and their rising up. I am their taunting song.
Repay them, O Lord, according to the work of their hands. Give them a veiled heart. Your curse be upon them. In your anger, pursue and destroy them from under the heavens of the Lord.
Chapter 4. How the gold has become dim, how changed the fine gold. The stones of the sanctuary are scattered at the head of every street.
The precious sons of Zion, valuables as fine gold, how they are regarded as clay pots, the work of the hands of the potter.
Even the jackals present their breasts to nurse their young, but the daughter of my people is cruel, like ostriches in the wilderness.
The tongue of the infant clings to the roof of its mouth for thirst. The young children ask for bread, but no one breaks it for them.
Those who ate delicacies are desolate in the streets. Those who were brought up in scarlet embrace harsh heaps.
The punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, which was overthrown in a moment, with no hand to help her.
Her Nazarites were brighter than snow and whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than rubies, like sapphire in their appearance.
Now their appearance is blacker than soot. They go unrecognized in the streets. Their skin clings to their bones. It has become as dry as wood.
Those slain by the sword are better off than those who die of hunger, for these pine away, stricken for lack of the fruits of the field.
The hands of the compassionate women have cooked their own children. They became food for them in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
The Lord has fulfilled his fury. He has poured out his fierce anger. He kindled a fire in Zion, and it has devoured its foundations.
The kings of the earth and all inhabitants of the world would not have believed that the adversary and the enemy could enter the gates of Jerusalem.
Because of the sins of our prophets and the iniquities of our priests, who shed in our midst the blood of the just.
They wandered blind in the streets. They have defiled themselves with blood, so that no one would touch their garments.
They cried out to them, go away, unclean, go away, do not touch us. When they fled and wandered, those among the nations said, they shall no longer dwell here.
The face of the Lord scattered them. He no longer regards them. The people do not respect the priests nor show favor to the elders.
Still, our eyes failed us, watching vainly for our help. In our watching, we watched for a nation that could not save us.
They tracked our steps so that we could not walk in our streets. Our end was near, our days were over, for our end had come.
Our pursuers were swifter than the eagles of the heavens. They pursued us on the mountains and lay in wait for us in the wilderness.
The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was caught in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the nations.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. You will dwell in the land of Uz. The cup shall also pass over to you, and you shall become drunk and make yourself naked.
The punishment of your iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no longer send you into captivity. He will punish your iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will uncover your sins.
Chapter 5. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Look and behold our reproach. Our inheritance has been turned over to aliens, and our houses to foreigners. We have become orphans and waifs. Our mothers are like widows.
We pay for the water we drink, and our wood comes at a price. They pursue at our heels. We labor and have no rest. We have given our hand to the Egyptians and the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
Our fathers sinned and are no more, but we bear their iniquities. Servants rule over us. There is none to deliver us from their hand. We get our bread at the risk of our lives because of the sword in the wilderness.
Our skin is hot as an oven because of the fever of famine. They ravished the women in Zion, the maidens in the cities of Judah. Princes were hung up by their hands, and elders were not respected. Young men ground at the millstones. Boys staggered under loads of wood. The elders have ceased gathering at the gates, and the young men from their music.
The joy of our hearts has ceased. Our dance has turned into mourning. The crown has fallen from our heads. Woe to us, for we have sinned. Because of this, our heart is faint. Because of these things, our eyes grow dim. Because of Mount Zion, which is desolate, with foxes walking about on it.
You, O Lord, remain forever, your throne from generation to generation. Why do you forget us forever and forsake us for so long a time? Turn us back to you, O Lord, and we will be restored. Renew our days as of old, unless you have utterly rejected us and are very angry with us. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
So today we conclude the Lamentations of the Weeping Prophet, following the same poetic framework that we saw from the first 3.5 chapters. So in the concluding part of chapter 3, we continue to see the cry for help and for God to repay and revisit the enemies of God's people. In chapter 4, we saw a poetic description of the degradation of Zion, the punishment that came upon Jerusalem, so much so that women cooked their own children, and this was in the period of the siege of Nebuchadnezzar around the city. And then in chapter 5, we finally come to a prayer of restoration and a prayer for mercy for the Lord to restore his people and to bring them back to Zion. We'll quickly spotlight what stood out to us in the chapters we've read. What stood out to you, Anu, in chapter 3, 37 to the end?
Verses 55 to 57 stood out to me in that Jeremiah called on God and God heard his voice.
Yeah, for me, it's the very first couple of verses we read. Who is he who speaks and it comes to pass when the Lord has not commanded it? Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that woe and well-being proceed? And that just reminds that God always has the final say. And so whatever we might be going through in terms of even when our life looks like the lamentation of this chapter, we still come to the conclusion that the facts of the matter are not the final, but the verdict ultimately always comes from God. For who is he who speaks and it comes to pass if the Lord or when the Lord has not commanded it? Chapter 4, what stood out to you?
Verses 4 and 5, how the women, 3 and 4, how they refused to feed their children. Thought that was a bit cruel.
Yeah, that was a graphic picture of how things really deteriorated in the context of that siege. And so the verse that stood out to me too follows on from that in verse 10 when it says, the hands of the compassionate women for goodness sake, have cooked their own children. They became food for them in the destruction of the daughter of my people. And I think that was just the height of it. And I was trying to imagine the scenario of a woman that everybody knows to be a compassionate woman, the kind of anguish that will push you to the point of killing your own child and cooking them. And I wonder how the food will taste in their mouth. Like, I can't even just begin to picture it in that sense. But yes, that was how bad things got in Jerusalem just before Nebuchadnezzar eventually broke through the siege and came into the city to destroy it. Chapter 5, what stood out to you?
Verse 9 stood out to me, where Jeremiah said, we get our bread at the risk of our life because of the sword in the wilderness. Just that word, getting our bread at the risk of our lives.
At the risk of our lives, indeed. Because to go out, at least in their context, to go out of the community in search of food is literally to go into the enemy's territory, because they are all around them, surrounded on every side, as it seems. For me, it's just that last stanza, you, O Lord, remain forever. Your throne from generation to generation. Why do you forget us forever and forsake us for so long a time? Turn us back to you, O Lord, and we will be restored. The assurance of that, verse 21, turn us back to you. When you do, we know that we will be restored. Except, it says in verse 22, unless you have utterly rejected us and you are very angry with us. And the good thing is, the character of God's mercy is such that he will never utterly reject his people. And so, yeah, there is hope for restoration, and we will soon get there as we continue in our daily readings. And that's a good point to wrap it up on day 219. We'll flip the page tomorrow on day 220 as we continue to see what happens in that context just after the people of Jerusalem had been taken into captivity, the people of Judah, to Babylon. But till then, just remember,
you're not alone.
Today, God bless you.